Good afternoon. I'm Tracy Sinclair here at Alaska's News Source. We are jumping in with some breaking news. Now, we have minimal details at this point, but we have been told that APD has responded to reports of a student on the East High School campus with threatening another student with a gun. This is video that was taken just a few minutes ago and sent to us by our reporters on site. We do have two crews that are on the way there as well. We'll hopefully have some live video and get an on-site report of what is going on. APD is supposed, according to what they report, they are searching inside and outside of the school currently. As of this moment, which is just a few minutes ago, they have not located the student or the gun. You will notice there is a large police presence in the area. People that we know are recommending that if you do not have to go down Northern Lights, to go around into a different area. Again, this is video that was taken just a short time ago around the East High area, and those are a few of the police officer cars toward the pool area. We have two crews on the way. We are, as we're just getting started here, we have had a report that a student on campus at East Anchorage High School was threatening another student with a gun. APD is searching inside and outside for the student, and as of last report, they have not located the student or the gun. We're going to continue to keep watching. As I said, we will shortly have a...
You're hearing an announcement on the loudspeaker?
Hold on a second. And we just had a report from the loudspeaker. We're hearing a loudspeaker report from East High School that the lockdown is over. Again, our reporters are on site. We will hopefully have more information coming up here soon. I am going to leave this up so that as soon as they come in, we can provide the latest information. So we will leave this live, and we'll come back here as soon as we have information from our reporters on site.
Right up against the back of the school on the gym pool side.
So we are, as I said, we have crews on site there. We're now getting our live cameras up. This is from the backside of East High School at the pool side, and then our other crew is on the front side of East High School. We did just hear a report, our crew on the backside heard a report saying through the loudspeaker that the lockdown was over. For those of you just joining us here, we got a report from the Anchorage Police Department that they were responding to Betty Davis East Anchorage High School of reports of a student on campus threatening another student with a gun. APD was searching inside and outside of the school. We do not know if they have resolved the situation, but those were the latest reports that we got. And as we said, our reporter was on site and heard the announcement over the loudspeaker saying the lockdown was done. We are continuing to gather information about this, and we are going to leave this up just a little bit as we continue to get a little bit more information in, and hopefully we can provide more details to what is going on over in East Anchorage. Traffic seems to be moving fairly well. Our crew is across the street, and we'll leave this live shot up for just a few minutes as we continue to gather continued information. Again, if you are just joining, we are jumping in with some breaking news about APD responding to East High School with a note that a student, these are the reports, that a student was threatening another student on campus with a gun. And Lehigh is saying on Facebook that the lockdown is over. Her daughter just called me to let me know my grandson is okay. So that's wonderful. As I said, our reporter also was hearing something very similar. They did hear an announcement over the loudspeaker that the lockdown was over. We do have 2 crews on site as we try and gather a little bit more information of what is going on. And I'm going to try and get one of our reporters in here. Just a second. Give me 1 second, and we will see if I can go ahead and bring Quinn into the conversation. Quinn, can you hear me, and are you able to give us any sort of idea about what is going on? What are you seeing there?
Sure, Tracy. So I'm standing in front of East's pool gym entrance. We just heard over the loudspeaker that the lockdown has ended. We've seen a couple officers leave the building. A couple other people have gone inside, but it seems like the lockdown is down for now.
And so when you first arrived, how many officers were you seeing? I know you guys were on the backside of the building, so there were fewer officers there. What can you tell us when you first arrived? What did you see officer number-wise?
Sure, I couldn't even give you a number. There were probably several dozen. We had to loop around a couple times to find a place that we could safely pull off and stop. But where we are, we only have a couple, but like I said, they are just wrapping up.
Well, excellent. Thank you so much, Quinn. And I'm assuming, but I'll ask you directly, have we been able to speak with anybody at the school? Have we been able to speak with any of the officers to find out directly what's going on?
Not yet. We're going to have to wait and find out.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Quinn White, over at East High School. As we said, we do have some people still joining us on to Facebook and on our different streams, so we'll give you another quick update. Is that from Anchorage Police? This was a report that we got earlier. They responded to East Anchorage High School of reports of a student with a gun threatening another student. Here is a live picture of East High. You can see there are still a few police officers. This is across the street. Looks like traffic is moving well. APD was searching inside and outside of the school. The lockdown is over, so we'll have to continue to follow this to find out what the results were. We haven't been able to speak with anybody, but we did want to give you an idea of what was going on around the Betty Davis East Anchorage High School area. Again, one student, the report is one student was threatening another student on campus with a gun, and APD responded and searched inside and out. And we will continue to follow this story as we try and gather more information and speak to some of the officers and the people involved. And good afternoon, I am Tracy Sinclair. I know there are people that have probably heard me say this before, but I'm continuing to watch our numbers go up just a little bit on some of our social media platforms and on our streaming. So I wanted to give you an idea of what is going on, why we came in with this breaking news. It was because over at East Anchorage, we did get a report from Anchorage Police that a student reportedly was threatening another student on campus at East High School with a gun. Police responded. From what we were able to find out, they were searching inside and outside of the school. Probably about 5 minutes ago, there was an announcement over the loudspeaker and PA within the school that the lockdown had ended. So that is good news. We will continue to follow this information and follow this story throughout the day as we get more information, and we'll come back on live as soon as we've got something else that we can impart. So thank you so much for joining us.